Hello and welcome to Goal Power. This is a new series looking at how I bullet journal, set goals and organise my life here in northwest London. You can find me on Instagram at hippie_Nikki, and if you are interested in any knitting and crochet content, you can check out my bi-weekly podcast Tea and Possibilities, which is also on this channel. Links to everything will be just down below. To kick off this series, I wanted to share how I'm trying to maintain good habits while in lockdown. It's currently late April 2020. We have been in lockdown for over a month now, and I have been working from home coming up to about 6 weeks. There has been a lot floating around on social media and the internet about how we should use this time to achieve our goals, gain new skills, and strut out of quarantine with a whole new level of fitness. I'm not here to tell you what to do to get through this, because it's different for everybody. But that's the most important thing, that what you are doing is right for you. This is an unprecedented time. It's scary and unknown, and we all know people who are affected by the virus directly or indirectly in some way, and we are all affected by the lockdown situation. The only thing we can ask of ourselves at this point is to survive this. That is all you need to do. If being productive helps your mental health, then go for it. But you do not, I repeat, you do not have to come out of this situation with a six-pack and conversational French. I'm going to repeat something here that I keep seeing online. This is a pandemic, not a productivity contest. That being said, I personally wanted to keep myself on track. It's really easy to fall into bad habits, and I know that from personal experience. It is a lot harder to start and maintain good habits than it is to just throw them out of the window and indulge in bad habits. But I know that's not going to make me feel good now, and it's going to make the return to normal a bit more of a struggle. So I want to do things that are going to help me now and are going to help me transition my life back to whatever the new normal looks like. So I made myself a quarantine tracker, and that's what we're going to take a look at today. So here's my bullet journal. Let's take a look at my quarantine tracker. Here we go. Just move the bookmark out of the way. Now, as you can see, I have used the entire page of this A4 Leuchtturm 1917 dotted notebook. I broke the page down into 7 columns. We have the date. It started on the 23rd of March, which wasn't long after the full lockdown started, and it runs currently until the 26th of April, which, as we can see, is coming up quite fast. So I will be repeating this on a later page. One of the early things I did was I put a little post-it tab here. I do this with trackers that I refer to on the daily because it just means I can flick to them quite quickly. These fabric bookmarks are really handy, but there are only 2 of them, so it's quite handy to have a little tab to make your life that bit easier. The first thing I wanted to flag here is that everything on this tracker is completely within my control. They're all really good habits, and if I do them, great, and if I don't do them, that's also fine. But it's a really nice way to look back. And even if I have a day where I've only done one thing, that's still one positive thing I can take away from the day. And at a time when positive things sometimes look a little few and far between, it's really useful to have this to refer back to. So of the 6 good habits, we have got sugar-free. I'm a bit lax with that. I do sometimes just fill it in if I've gone really low sugar that day. The next up is yoga or a workout. The next one is walk. And then we've got 2 to 3 litres of water drunk, vitamins taken, and just behind the tab here, no spending. As I said, all of these are completely within my control. I can choose to do a workout, do a walk. I can always take my vitamins. As you can see, this has been hugely consistent for me, which is actually kind of a big deal because I am really, really bad at remembering to take my vitamins. I've actually started doing runs as well, which I track under walk. So we're going to put a slash in there, and I'm just going to fill in run. And the significance here of the grey square is that if I do a walk or a run, I fill it in with green, and that means I don't have to do an at-home workout because I've kind of already worked out for the day. If I do both, as I have done here, awesome, but if I only do one or the other, that's also fine. It really is as simple as that, and as I said, I will be drawing this out again over on another page. I will probably, now that I've got kind of used to quarantine, I will probably try to set myself the target of filling in maybe 3 of these a day. This was a particularly good day. I worked out, I had lots of water, and I took my vitamins. So that was really good. And it really is as simple as that. I recommend setting up one of these purely because it's a really good way of seeing what you have done for the day. So sometimes when you're in bed at night and you're kind of thinking, I did nothing today, you can refer to your tracker and go, well, actually, I took my vitamins, I didn't spend any money, and I went for a good run. So I did do things today, and they were positive things. It's really difficult when you're at home all day to think about what you actually did because everything kind of looks the same and feels the same. You don't necessarily have to have 6 habits. You could have more, you could have less. Try not to overload yourself and try to make them things that you have complete control over and that they're fairly simple. Something like vitamins, I have managed to fill in every day because it is literally so easy to do. When I sit to fill this in the evening and I realize I haven't taken my vitamins, I can just go and take them. And even if that's the only thing I've done that day, I've done it. Examples of things you could put on your quarantine tracker include making your bed, having a shower, getting dressed in real person clothes. All of those are simple things that will give you a little boost, a little taste of normality, and will hopefully have a really positive impact on your mood. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I hope you and your family are staying safe and well and that you are surviving this lockdown as best you can. I will see you soon for another Goal Power video. Take care. Bye.